Lydia Daydaw, Fight Connect TV, and I'm at Billy O'Sullivan's kickboxing gym in Waterford with professional boxer Rhys Moran. How are you?
Not too bad, how are you?
Good to get you on the show.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's good to be a part of the Fight Connect TV now and get a nice interview done today now.
Yeah, it's been a while. Lots of people, including my own mother, that I was just telling you, were like, have you not interviewed Rhys Moran yet? You should be interviewing Rhys. What's going on?
Not much. I suppose as a lot of people would know in the fight world, I made my debut just about 3 weeks ago now. So I was training hard in the gym for about a year before I made my debut. So everything went into plan, everything, got the win, done exactly what my coach told me to do. So very happy with the performance. He was happy with the performance. So moving on to the next one now very soon.
So it was up in Celtic Clash up in Belfast, the Devonish?
Yeah, up in the Devonish, up in Belfast. It was a very good show actually. It was ran fairly well, considering that they had 16 fights and then brought down to 8. You know, with a good few pullouts. You know, but there was a great atmosphere up there. I had a great support up there. Even I brought about 40 up with me from Waterford, so that's one end of the country to the other. Like, so it was brilliant to get that support up there. And then I had support from Kildare, and I had other I suppose fighters, followers support me up there as well. So it was something I'll never forget. Like the one thing I was told before the fight started, you know, was off Pascal. Pascal told me, he said, look, you're only going to make your debut once. There's no point getting yourself worked up. Because obviously everybody's nervous for the first one, you know. You want to put on a good show, and you want the people that have travelled that far to stand there and be like, wow, that was a good performance, or I'll definitely go and watch him again. Like, so Pascal just turned around to me and just said, like, just embrace it all, take it all in. There's no rush to the ring. Walk out, enjoy it. You know what I mean? If you want to take 5 minutes to get into the ring, you do that. Embrace it all, because this is something you want to remember for the rest of your days. And I still do. It still feels like it was only yesterday that happened, you know. So yeah, it was all very exciting.
It is very exciting. Now, how old are you now?
21.
God, I was so young. Yeah. My God. So what was like? I mean, you're young, but you've been doing this a long time. How long has it been since you've started boxing?
Well, I've always really kind of boxed. I started boxing when I was about 9, but I actually went to start training properly at about 10, because you can't compete until you're 11. So I've been competing since I'm 11 years of age. I have 2 national titles, boxed for Ireland 6 times, and I've won a few tournaments like the Celtic Cup, and I've been to the Haringey Box Cup, the O'Davis Box Cup. I've been to kind of nearly everything and anything really at this stage. I went to the European Championships when I was in the under-18s when I won the Irish title. So I had a lot of experience as an amateur. I had loads of fights, and I fought the best in Ireland. Like, if I was to think about it right now, I've fought Kieran Malloy, fought Michael Levin 3 times, fought Tommy Hyde, Kevin Keogh when he was back when he was boxing. I've sparred Darren O'Neill. I've been in the ring with every champion around nearly. Like anyone that's kind of an Olympic hopeful now, I've boxed, you know. And anybody that's a young professional or professional the last couple of years, I've either sparred or fought. Like, so I've never shied away from a challenge either. Like, I never kind of came into a ring and said to myself, like, oh, I'm not going to win, or I'm not going to do well, or I'm out of the league here, you know. I go in and do what I have to do. If I get bet, I get bet. I don't believe in, like, geez, I got destroyed. I learned from it, because anytime I have been bet, I've come back twice as strong, you know. I've come back to prove, and believe it or not, I'd always kind of want the fight that I've been bet off, you know, because I want to prove that I've had a bad day, or I just didn't perform, or I didn't do the training that I should have done, you know. Because as a young fighter, you get sidetracked. Well, back in my younger days, I'm a lot more focused now, but 13 and 14, it's very hard to kind of keep on track of your training, you know. Your friends are playing soccer and hurling and stuff, you know, and you want to kind of be a part of what they're doing as well as the boxing, you know. So you try and do it all, and I think that's what my problem was when I was a little fella. I was on the Waterford hurling team, was on the Waterford Gaelic football team as well, and I was trying to do it all, trying to juggle it all, and it wasn't until I came to about 16 or 17. It was 17. I was just after coming out of school, and I was in college. I was finished school young, like. But I was in college, and I got a phone call to go down and train with the Ireland and Russian team. And at this time, I was after winning 5 Munster titles, so I just could never win an Irish title. Like I said, I boxed the best. And I went down onto the Irish team, and it was actually down on the team. That's where I kind of got the fire to win an Irish title that year. I won 2 of them in that year because there was 2 lads on the team that were in my weight, and they said, "What are you doing here? You don't have any Irish titles. You shouldn't be here." Like, the Friday night I boxed the world champion. He's now a youth world champion as a professional. Artem Ugazme is his name. And like I said, I had no Irish titles. I had no kind of caps for Ireland at the time. And it was at that stage I got into the ring. A coach came over to my dad and said, like, "Are you really going to leave your son in with him?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, it's experience, it's grand." And he goes, No, that lad is after winning the world championships in November. This was January, and he won the best junior boxer at the championships at the Worlds. So at that stage I was after starting, but I performed so well in the ring that day that they asked me to come up for a second week of training. And then 2 months later, I won the 2 Irish titles and went out to the Europeans myself. I bet one of the lads that was on the team. So, yeah, it was.
For someone so young, you seem so driven and dedicated, and you kind of have a very confident plan, it seems, ahead of yourself, even though you've just turned pro. Obviously, you're talking about this like esteemed amateur career that you had. When we look at kind of like a long career and the career that you could, dream of, or that is a goal, what is it?
Yeah, look, like you said, like I have that driven context as a fighter. Like, since I'm a little fella, all I've even drew about when I was in school, when I was a little guy, was holding up a world title belt as a professional, and that goal still stands. I'm after making my dream, which is fight as a professional. Now all it is just build on it, and just make it reality. I've been with a psychologist for my last fight, a sports psychologist, and he literally just said it's all already after happening. It's in stone. All you have to do now is get everybody to catch up on what's after happening, and you're going to be a world champion. That's your goal. Because he said the best thing he said I heard from you, he said the last 20 minutes or half an hour you were talking to me, was you never mentioned money, you never mentioned fame, you just mentioned about winning. All you want to do is win, and that's all I want to do. I eat and sleep boxing. I have a girlfriend and I have 2 kids at home. For my age, that's pretty young, like, but she's been so supportive of me to work this dream, and my family as well. But I really have to take my hat off to her. I do have to take my hat off to her because she makes all this possible for me. She's, when I'm gone to Dublin for 2 or 3 days in a row, there's never a complaint out of her. And she supports me, and to see the emotion on her face when I got my hand raised up in Belfast was brilliant. So yeah, just my goal is to be a world champion. I don't care about money, fame or anything else. I just want to live like as a champion and be a champion, to say I'm a world champion. Amazing.
And finally, before I let you go, what brought you to Dublin working with Pascal?
Well, look, I wanted to turn professional. I always kind of did. I got friendly with Spike.
Sorry, it is Packie Collins, the infamous Packie Collins, Celtic Warriors gym.
Yeah. So I was friendly with Spike when I was from about the age of 15, and we always kind of kept in contact. And it was Neil Power was down here, and he kind of got word that I wanted to turn professional. And there was a few other promoters that were interested as well. He said, "Look, if you're going to turn pro in Ireland, I want you to meet Packie Collins." So Spike was after getting word as well. Spike was after having a chat with Pascal. Neil was after getting in contact. So I went up on one Saturday, and Pascal just said, "Yeah, look, come up, do a bit of training, see how you like it. And if you like it, we'll go from there." So it just went from one day a week, every Saturday, going up, travelling up to Dublin. And then I suppose we just built a bond, really. I get on really well with Pascal. I get on really well with everybody in the gym. But what I've noticed up in the gym, it's a community up there. Like I walked in that door from the get-go. Everybody was like, you're looking to turn pro, or are you looking to improve on your boxing, are you up for some sparring? And straight away everybody was just looking to help me. Steve Ormond was the first person to help me when I was punching in the bag. He's retired now, but then like that, Spike, Craig would all go for food together if we're up there, help me on the bags, help me with sparring. It's not just Pascal that would help you up there. And Pascal's done some serious work with me since I've turned over. Like, I was so shocked. Like, I thought I was a decent fighter. I always knew I could fight, like, but as a tall fighter, he's made me into an animal, really, because I can fight on the inside. I can fight middle distance, and now I can fight a long distance as well. Like, and I was always a long distance fighter, so I can mix and match now. I've been in with some of the best pros in Ireland, sparring as well, doing rounds and rounds. When I went up to this is a fact. I went up to Pascal. I done my first sparring session. I was 3 weeks up there. Done my first sparring session. I couldn't last 2 rounds with the lads up there, and now I can do 6 and 8 rounds. I thought I was fit, and it wasn't. It's a different fitness when you turn professional. You're trying to punch everybody away from you as an amateur. You know, you're tip tap, but you're throwing loads and loads of punches, unnecessary punches. You know, whereas now everything is slowed down, and I can bang now. You know, I'm hitting hard, so looking forward to it. Ring Kings 2 now.
Ring Kings 2, we're all on it. We're all on it. So May 9th, Ring Kings 2 in the WIT Arena.
Yeah, May the 9th. Really looking forward to it. Look, Pascal said to me, if there was ever a show in my hometown, he'd do his very best to get me on it, you know, because every boxer wants to fight in their hometown. It's going to be a big crowd, especially for my second fight. It's probably going to be about 2,000 people there, but it's not going to bother me. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. So look, I'm really, really excited for it. I'm really excited to show the people of Waterford that I'm a completely different boxer now. I'm a fighter as well, and I'm really, really looking forward to putting on a show for everybody. So get ready now and put on a show.
To go. Brilliant. Well, listen, I look forward to hopefully we was post-fight interview, 2 post-fight interview, yourself and Craig as well, after Ring Kings 2. But thank you very much. Great to finally get you on. It was really good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's lovely having a chat with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Sunday morning as well.
Many more.
Rhys Moran for Fight Connect TV.
Thanks very much, guys.